and get rewarded for every SOB. Yo, this is Midnight Special Report coming to you. Michael Shannon's newest movie. You may know him as the intense guy from Boardwalk Empire, the quietly intense drug dealer from The Night Before, also Commander Zod in Man of Steel, and the floating meat puppet, Lex Luthor's floating meat puppet in Batman v Superman. I am a Michael Shannon fan. I enjoy him very much. I think he's a really good actor. When I see him on screen, I get excited. If I saw him in person, I'd be even more excited because I am a fan. So no offense to Michael Shannon for what I'm about to say. Now, as far as this movie, Midnight Special, can I and will I recommend? No, I'm afraid not. I fear that would be impossible for me to do with a clear conscience. Yeah, I don't think I got you. Alright, so, wow, whoops, I dropped my drink and it fell right in the cup holder. So that's one thing that went right for tonight. Oh, man. The past 3 hours. Yeah, is that okay? Can I turn that on? Alright, so I'm gonna keep this short and pretty sweet, man. Alright, I already came out the gate and said I didn't like it. It also had that dude, the Conan O'Brien looking dude from Warrior. Remember he fought, remember? He fought, what's his name? The guy who, from Mad Max. Whose name I can't pull right now. Anyway. Yeah, this guy from Warrior, he was also Xerxes or something, or no, he was like, alright, I hate when I can't think of things. I'm just gonna move on. Anyway, look up the IMDb. Midnight Special, he's the other guy who's in this. And Kirsten Dunst, I haven't liked her since Spider-Man. She was an awful Mary Jane. She's just kind of annoying in real life from what I've seen in interviews and whatnot. And in this, she's just, you know, I don't know, she's okay. She's the kid's mom. The mom's alright. I mean, the kid is alright. He's a good actor. This movie, though, man, I don't know, man. It's hard for me to even do a selfie review, I'll be honest, man. Following this thing, if you may notice, my brain seems like it's kind of slow right now. That's because I just came out of stasis. I mean, I just came out like for real, dude. Like this movie. Here's this movie. Just like a quick impression. Well, you can't do it too quick, or else it wouldn't be accurate. So okay, I'm gonna do like a 15-20 second impression of this film. Yeah. So I'm saying something. And the other person is like, I understand. And, and play some strings, have like some, meaningful, or at least supposed to be meaningful sounds, or, man. And watch that for 2.5 hours, man. Just loop that last 30 seconds or however long it felt like, and you basically will experience this film. Aside from a couple of cool moments that catch you off guard, I mean, because it is so slow, anytime something does happen, it's like, maybe by contrast, like more exciting than it might be otherwise, perhaps. That could be a silver lining on this gray cloud of a flick. Also, yeah, this movie's biting off so many movies also. That's the other thing I have a problem with, man. I mean, and I'm not even one who normally is, got a problem with something like that. I'll just be like, oh, well, there's so many movies out there, you're bound to repeat some stuff. But this is basically just totally ripping off Powder. I don't know if you ever saw Powder, but I really liked it when it came out. I probably wouldn't like it if I rewatched it. I heard it was directed by a pedo. That's not too cool. Anyway, but yeah, there was a movie Powder, like in the 90s, that at the time I thought was enjoyable. But this reminded me a lot of that. Also, Looper, except without all the cool stuff from Looper. Just remember the kid, like, he like made the gravel like lift up, and he had like telekinesis and telekinetic powers, remember, and the explosive, like he couldn't control his rage and that kind of stuff. Like, that's basically, they're dealing with that kid here. And it's yeah, basically pretty much the same thing, except this kid has a few more powers. And then the ending was George Clooney's movie. What'd you say, April? She said it, and I already had it on my mind. I was like, damn, this is exactly like that George Clooney flick, World of Tomorrow. Huh. And then you said the same thing. You like leaned over like, hey, this is like World of Tomorrow. I'm like, man. Dude, you just pulled the thought right out of my head, because, yeah, this movie is just ripping all these movies, man. And to me, if you want my opinion, which I guess if you're this deep into the video, you do, I'd say go watch any one or all three of those movies that I just mentioned instead of this. Looper, by far, better than this. Great director there, Rian Johnson, man. The guy's going to direct the next Star Wars. Oh, and speaking of Star Wars, man, Kylo Ren all up in here. He was okay. I don't know, man. I mean, I liked him. He was a likable character, but it was just like... I don't know, man. I didn't care about anybody, though. It's like, you like them just because they're like pleasant people, I guess. But then it's like, I don't know. Like, maybe if the film had started off with a little bit more of like an intro to these characters in their normal world, as opposed to just like, I mean, when it kicks off, they already have, like, he already has the kid, and he's already running away from the religious cult, and, you know what I mean? It's like, you're already in the movie when it starts, kind of thing, and then, so, which would be fine if it was that type of movie that's gonna, like, keep things going, like, you're just jumping right into the action, like Mad Max or something, but, like, this is so far from Mad Max, I don't even know how to describe, like, how far away from Mad Max this is. I'm gonna refrain from using the word mediocre. But it is, man. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so, alright. Man, if you want to go see it, I'm gonna say it like I always do. If you want to see this flick, you don't have to take my word for it. You know what I mean? Like Reading Rainbow, go see it, man. Or ask some kids who are coming out, but they're probably gonna come out before it's over, because kids don't have the patience. Yeah, but you know what I mean? Do not, my friends, become addicted to excitement or action or or character-driven anything. It's just there. You know what I mean? This, like, if you need to hide out from the cops for like 2.5 hours, I guess feel free to step into this theater and just like wait it out until heat dies down. Otherwise, though, I'd say refrain and maybe go check out Hardcore Henry, which I haven't seen yet. I'm saving it for my buddy Lex. LBR Films, shout out. Yeah, that guy's been on here a couple times before. We're going to be doing a Hardcore Henry, and I'm going to try to figure out if I could do it first person style. I don't know how we could do that, but it might be fun if we could do that. Just an idea that just crossed my mind right now. So, okay, enough about that. Stay tuned for next time, I guess. Until then, midnight special, midnight special ed, if you ask me. Okay, nighty night.